In today's episode, we're gonna get the E55 dialed in. In the last couple episodes, we did the manual swap, we fixed the check engine light, we got the car mechanically sorted. I've had some fun with it, put over 1,000 miles on it, and I really have fallen in love with it, which means it's time to make it dialed and special and complete. The exterior wasn't in bad shape for how many miles it had, over 207,000 miles as of today, but the rear spoiler had no paint on it. There's a big dent on the back hatch. The paint hasn't been polished in a little while, so I'm gonna take it over to my friends at Elite Finish. They're gonna do a full detail, get that resprayed. We're gonna get the outside great. On the inside, I've got a chewed up seat. We've got a missing button. We've got a handful of miscellaneous items that, again, just gonna dial it in and make it perfect. Last but not least, we're gonna fix the biggest issue that I've had with this car, which is the noise, or the lack thereof. The car's really quiet, even with the resonator delete. So I'm gonna add a VRP intake to get some more induction noise and supercharger whine out of this car. So hopefully with all of that, we're gonna have some fun. I'm also gonna get this car smogged and registered in California so that I'm no longer doing any shady stuff in Montana. And that is a sign that this car is a keeper if I'm going through the trouble of getting it registered here. So with all that and more in today's episode, let's jump on in. And as we turn our attention to the interior, there's a couple things like the button, the seat, most importantly, getting the music streaming. But my friends at LISEN have supported the channel in the past and sent me their phone holders, which you can get on Amazon. Big fan of these. I've literally put them in every single car of mine, but they just came out with a new one that's all metal. It's even nicer. So while we're getting this interior dialed in, let's upgrade from the old to the new, see the differences, and if you're interested in picking one up, use my link in the description. I promise you, I do promote a lot of stuff on this channel. These are legit. I love them. I bought some with my own money. This now has a stronger base, as well as all metal. And I use this to mount my phone while I film. This is gonna be an even better solution here that should make the phone a little sturdier and so on. So definitely check out LISEN, link below. Let me pull the old one off, put the new one on. They do come with bases so that you can put it on your dash itself, but I like just putting it on the glass. It's a little bit easier to take it on and off if you ever need to, and it's not gonna pull at the dash. You can see is the old one, plastic, and then you do this to tighten it. This new one, all metal, and then a little locking thing here so it gets an even better grip. Either seems fine, but I'm excited for the upgraded one, so we're gonna install it, and we're gonna film the rest of the in-car footage using this and see how it comes out. All right, pretty easy to tighten it here, and what's cool is with the MagSafe, it just clips on like that. So hold on, can we do double recording? Let's see here. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, this works great for the angle either way. So I'm excited to have the new phone mount in here, and I'll put this in one of the other cars. And for context, I was using this before, which is actually, it works really well. These are like $100 though, and it's a monstrosity. So the LISEN product's at about a quarter of the cost, and it looks a lot nicer, and it's easier to use because you don't have to like pinch it to get your phone out. It just snaps on. It's a no-brainer in terms of the looks, ease of use, and the functionality. So I'm excited to toss that and move on to the space age, baby. Okay, for the interior, this place is a pretty nice place to be, even with the mileage, but we're missing a button over there, we're missing a sill piece, the seat's all righty, and most importantly, I got no tunes. Love listening to music, especially with a car full of kids, so I want the ability to stream music off my phone, so let's tackle all those and make this ready for true daily driver use. And one minor blemish that we shall just go ahead and take care of here. Boom. And now for the super satisfying click, click, click. Nice and flush and nice and secure. All right, I got Bluetooth music. And it even shows like what song it is and all that up here. So all you really had to do is pop up the ashtray, which I'll link to the description of what I use, but that pulls right out. There's two bolts holding this in. It just plugs in the fiber optic, so it replaces your 6-disc changer. Instead of a 6-disc changer, it goes to this guy, and then you got to give it power. So I just went off the cigarette lighter here. Two little guys. I'm going to clean that up and tape it, and then put everything back together. But that's so cool. And now I have music in this one. And next, I'm going to do this in the SLR because it's the same, only the 6-disc changer is in the trunk, which is great because I'm too afraid to take anything apart in the front. But the trunk's already had a fire, so who cares? All put back together. Everything works. Buttons and so on. So had to tuck it in there a little bit. There wasn't a ton of extra room, but I am pumped. One step closer to the perfect daily. Okay, another gripe I had is this seat is ripped a couple places. Bolster's pretty worn. Looks crappy. So here's the new one off eBay. No tears. Pretty minimal wearing. So pain in the butt to take this apart, but maybe about an hour in. I was quoted $200 to do this, so we're gonna just see how bad it is. I can't find a good seat bottom anywhere, so I might have to have that custom done, but until then, this makes it look a lot better for a fraction of the cost. The finished product looks really good as long as you don't look down. pretty pristine. This seat also cleaned up nicely. So all we're really left is this. And if it weren't for this bad tear, I'd even say that's passable, but I will live with this for now. We are one step closer to being done with this car in terms of the restoration. So I'm here with Braden from Elite Finish.
What's up, guys?
And they just finished a multi-day restoration of the E55 wagon to make it look like it doesn't have 205,000 miles.
No, I had a couple people come in and I go, guess how many miles? And they go, I don't know. And I go, it's 207 or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's more now.
And they go, yeah. I had some people see the car when they dropped off their car when you had first dropped it off. And then they saw it again today when they picked up their car.
Nice.
And they're like, oh my God, yeah, that is the same car.
It's nice to have a before and after that's actually like a big difference.
Our team had a lot of fun with a project such as this. We like having big before and after differences because that's what they like doing. The hard thing is telling them like not to chase and like to kind of reel it back on certain areas. But
I gave you a budget to work with that was reasonable, but not sky the limit.
No, and I think for given your use case with the car, you know, as you established, it's going to live outside. Having it be protected with a ceramic while not going overboard.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll do the reveal in a second here. What all did we do here? So we did a paint correction.
Yep, so we did a level 2 paint correction across everything.
That's better than level 1.
Yep, so we go in with some more aggressive compounds and we can work on some deeper scratches and stuff like that and work those guys out. And we go through, we polish the whole car. And then we did our C-Quartz ceramic coating service. So that's 2 coats of CarPro C-Quartz. It's UK 3.0 is the base coat, SIC for the top coat for that nice slickness.
Yep.
Help give it the really nice UV protection that it desperately needs here in San Diego. And it's just gonna be living with this car with how smooth it is. I'll show you, like, you know, freshly coated stuff is like nice and glass-like smooth. So living with it, cleaning it, having the kids help clean it, it's gonna be really nice and straightforward.
I love ceramic coatings and I don't have the patience. Like, it's not hard to do, but especially
it's
2 coats, you're just like, I'm done.
And there are people out there that'll tell you they'll coat a car for a quarter of, you know, our pricing on stuff, but the amount of corners they're cutting is unfortunately something that's not always divulged. So to make sure things are done absolutely right, and it is a time-consuming.
The squirrel marks add like some character though.
It can, you know. So
you should see my little Cayenne. That's the self-applied.
She could use one.
And then you resprayed the wing for me.
We did repaint the rear wing.
Bubbled up stuff on the trunk. Did some paint touch-ups. Like,
y'all did a lot. Stuff around. Yeah, just kind of a very comprehensive go-through of the car without going overboard.
Oh yeah, look at that baby. I love the lighting too.
Yeah.
Nate's Land Cruiser is actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
All right, so I am most excited to see here this wing because the before pictures will show it was beyond sun faded. The paint match is great. And then the roof itself was also pretty sun faded. Like, this thing had clearly been outside.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's my new straight from China. That came out great.
Wouldn't be able to tell. I
can't believe that was a full trunk removal thing.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff on the inside.
This paint color too is so fantastic.
Now that it's, you know, corrected and polished and
Ryder.
Daddy?
Thank you for coming. You're really helpful in that.
Oh, did you check out the dent repair?
Oh, dent repair. Yes. Holy crap.
So
I didn't think that was going to be fixable.
Yeah.
You can see just a teeny tiny bit when you get real up close.
That's where the touch-up and stuff is.
Oh my gosh.
The windows down in this car.
So
put what down?
The windows down.
I don't want the windows down.
So
here, do you want to get in the trunk? You know how to open it, right, buddy?
That came out
that's
incredible. Your door.
The fact that you had to be like 1 foot away to see anything wrong with it. So before it was mangled.
Yeah, so for terms of transparency, with how we approach that, you know, you get this on video if you want. To make a really effective dent repair, you want to usually get in behind the dent to pull that, and especially with such a complex area that's in that corner of the body line. The way we go through it is take a look at your hatch here. I know the lights kind of make it a little bit difficult. You have an OEM looking plug now.
Oh, cool.
If I hadn't pointed that out, right, it looks like it's a factory plug, but that's how we gain access to it behind to make as an efficient repair as possible. And then this is weather sealed with an OEM looking plug that you see on any kind of door jamb and stuff these days. Where it just blends right in.
Yeah, I definitely would have never noticed. You should have never told me.
So, again, we're all about transparency and stuff here, and I want to make sure you're understanding.
Ryder, I'm gonna close this on you, buddy. You stay in there. All E-classes from this era have that weird trim fading.
Yeah.
But I think that does look better.
It was kind of similar
good job,
approach
buddy.
with their biodegradable wire harnesses. Their trim
stupid.
levels and trim pieces were never super up to it.
This lighting too just is so cool on the car.
Yeah, I'm excited to get the final photos, and then we got to go shoot it properly outside and stuff. But
Oh,
yeah,
even the headlights.
pops,
The
dude.
headlights look so clear.
Mm-hmm.
This does not look like a 20-year-old car.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, thanks again for trusting the team.
Well, I think, especially if you're spending all the money on the manual conversion, you're like,
Yeah.
it's so mechanically perfect now that it needs to look that way too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, coated, just super soft.
my point of view is, if I'm gonna keep a car, I go through the California smog process and get Cali plates, which I still have to do on this.
Right.
And I get a ceramic coated.
Yeah.
If it's a 6-month flip, then I don't bother or I DIY
that's-
it. But
that's-
this feels like a keeper car to me, and that's why it's worth investing.
And that's what you had told me when you had purchased it. You know, it was.
I wasn't sure when I got it if I would keep it, but then
Oh, this
after
is true.
driving
This-
it, I'm
I
like,
was gonna say this is what you told me when you were in Georgia after driving it.
Yeah.
No, this one's sticking around, and I go, all right, cool.
I'm glad
and
Ryder's here
that's-
to give fingerprints to everything.
Of course. He has a job to do.
Careful with your fingers, buddy.
But yes, to your point, coating a car that's not sticking around for too long is
It doesn't make sense. But
it
the longer
doesn't.
you keep it, the more, like, every day you appreciate it.
exactly
Even just, like, to your point of regular maintenance washes.
right. The goal with a coating on a vehicle in the use case such as yours is, hey, I want this car in 3 years to feel like it's a year old, or on a new car and stuff.
I have to say I miss this car, and somehow when it's super clean like this, it drives better too, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but I swear it's true.
Daddy?
Yeah, buddy?
Why did you say that?
I said that because I'm talking to the camera. I'm on YouTube, buddy. Super pleased with how the car came out. Yes, I've probably overspent on making this car perfect, but I love it. I'm keeping it. It's worth every penny. So now it's just time to drive it home, enjoy the weekend, and row my 4 pedals once more. I did miss having a manual, even though it was only gone for like 4 days.
Daddy?
So there you have it. The E55 is dialed in. It is now ready for adventure. Not that it's been holding me back. Loving how it all came out. This and the SLR is the ultimate 2-car Mercedes solution. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more E55 content. I'm open to some feedback and comments if there's any other mods I should check out that are gonna keep it sleeper status, but just add a little salt and pepper, a little spice to our concoction here. So thanks again for watching. Tune in for more.